This video is closed captioned in English and Spanish subtitles. Top 10 things not to do in Dubai. Every country has its laws, and while most of them are similar, there are some apparent differences that every visitor must be careful of. This applies to Dubai as well. While this city provides tourists with a plethora of things to do, there are some things that you need to be careful of. Otherwise, you can find yourself on the wrong side of the law. And believe me, when I say that the Dubai police should not be messed with, after all, cops with Lamborghinis aren't the type of people you should be messing with. So, let us begin. If you enjoy our videos, join us on our journey around the world by subscribing to our channel. Please click the bell icon to get notified when we publish a new video. Number 1. Wearing revealing or disrespectful clothes. You'll be pleasantly surprised to learn that the UAE is more liberal about how people dress than many people believe. However, not all of the Emirates have the same dress code. At the same time, the majority of these Emirates allow visitors to dress in Western-style clothing. While visiting Dubai, it is necessary to dress appropriately. It implies that you should dress appropriately for the location to which you will be traveling. In public places, avoid wearing transparent, suggestive, immodest, offensive, revealing clothing. Pools, water parks, and beaches are the only places where swimwear or bikinis are permitted. Women should avoid dresses with a deep neckline. Now, you might consider this to be an inconvenience as Dubai is, after all, a major tourist hub. But do remember that it is a Muslim country, and wearing fitting clothes in that climate is only going to make you uncomfortable. So, as the famous saying goes, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. Number 2. Using or carrying drugs. Now, this shouldn't come as a surprise to you. Most countries in the world have a low drug tolerance policy, but the restrictions are even stricter when it comes to Dubai. So, when it comes to the usage of any form of drug, the UAE has a strict zero-tolerance policy. Dubai's strict drug policy prohibits the consumption and possession of any amount or any type of substance. If you are visiting Dubai and are caught doing or carrying drugs, you could potentially face charges of a serious felony in a local court. Minimum punishment for this is 4 years in jail. Prescription medicines are also included in the coverage. Many people have been imprisoned in the past for failing urine drug tests at the airport of Dubai after consuming drugs in another nation. Passengers under the influence of alcohol or drugs may also be arrested and can face 4 years in jail. The Emirati authorities count the presence of drugs in the bloodstream as possession. As a result, visitors must refrain from using or abusing narcotics at least 4 to 6 weeks before flying to Dubai or while in Dubai. Remember, you can still enjoy without drugs, believe me. Enjoying while you are sober is a much more excellent experience than having your head in clouds. Okay, travelers. The sponsor of today's video is SEOserviceagents.com. I have negotiated a discount code for all my viewers to get you a 20% discount on your first order with SEOserviceagents.com. There's a link in the description. The discount code is TravelDroner. Contact them for a free audit today. Thank you, SEO Service Agents, for sponsoring this video. Now, let us continue with the video. Number 3. Drinking or eating during the holy month of Ramadan. If you've been urged not to visit Dubai during the holy month of Ramadan, this is an overreaction from some quarters. During Ramadan, you are not banned from drinking or eating. No one expects you to fast for the entire day, after all. You are, of course, free to eat whatever you like at your hotel. You'll also come across covered but open-air restaurants. You can eat in such restaurants and have a good time. Drinks, on the other hand, will be served only after dusk. Just remember not to drink or eat anything in public before dusk. You can also join the locals for iftar, which is when a fast is broken when the sun sets. It is good to respect the culture and religious beliefs of any country you visit, so not eating in public is a small thing to give away. Plus, the iftar buffets are always unique, and you can join in on them to enjoy the vibe of the city and the people. Number 4. Don't exhibit public displays of affection. Typically, you will not see couples kissing, snuggling, or even holding hands when walking around Dubai. Public displays of affection are typically avoided in public, such as at a restaurant, a mall, or the beach. Because they are such prohibited practices, police will notice if you engage in them. In the UAE, it is unlawful for unmarried couples to have sex, and even tourists must be cautious when out and about. Some hotels may refuse to rent to unmarried couples depending on the area. Unmarried couples sharing in a room have become more regular in Dubai over the last 6 or 7 years, but it may still be a concern in more conservative areas like Sharjah. So anytime you are visiting Dubai with your girlfriend or boyfriend, we recommend that you keep your hand off each other at least till you are in a more private setting. Nobody cares about what goes on in intimate settings, but doing all the things we mentioned above in public is something you must avoid unless you want to add a visit to the Dubai prison on your checklist. If that is the case, then by all means, go ahead. Number 5. Don't make rude gestures while driving. If you're in Dubai and want to boot the ante, take a sports car for a spin around the city. There are numerous locations in Dubai where you may rent a sports car for the day, but you must exercise extreme caution. While it may be okay in your nation to use unpleasant hand gestures while driving to indicate the other motorist and express dissatisfaction with anything, it is not acceptable in Dubai. If anything or someone makes you furious while driving, you must manage your rage and avoid using foul words or making obscene hand gestures to insult them. It can get you in a lot of problems and ruin your holiday. It is one of the most crucial things to avoid in Dubai. We understand that road rage is a very real thing, but do try to control your inner rage monster while driving in Dubai. Number 6. Don't disrespect women. This stands for any country or city you visit. Women can be found working at hotels, banks, and grocery stores throughout the UAE, particularly in Dubai. It is currently highly normal to see women in the workforce in this country. And whether you're a man or a woman, it's perfectly acceptable to engage with and speak to women on the job. In Dubai, though, a male should avoid approaching a random woman on the street. Local life is quite private, therefore, such an act could be considered impolite. A man should not touch a woman he is not traveling with, even if it is done in a harmless manner, such as a hand on the shoulder or anything similar. Also, never take a woman's picture without her permission. According to the country's cybercrime legislation, taking images of people without their agreement is illegal in the UAE. Do not, regardless of how strong the desire to capture the locals via your camera lenses is. Clicking images of residents, especially women's, is frowned upon in Dubai. Visitors should also avoid looking at local women for an extended period, attempting to engage in an unwelcome conversation with them or harassing them. Residents in the area may initiate a lawsuit against a photographer if such photos are shared on social media. Number 7. Don't purchase fake goods in Dubai. If you are considering a trip to Dubai soon, be wary of buying counterfeit products in the city. People will ask you whether you want to buy a Cartier watch or a Chanel bag if you go to the Emirates' famous Gold and Spice souk. Simply ignore such sellers and continue walking straight. While it may be tempting to buy a cheap designer bag, if you are discovered buying at one of Dubai's illicit businesses, you might face serious consequences. Number 8. Import porn or pork. When visiting the United Arab Emirates, be sure you don't bring any adult or pornographic material with you. Also, avoid viewing adult or pornographic websites while in Dubai. Dubai's government has barred all gambling, dating, and other similar websites. Be careful. Even a VPN won't be able to save you from some serious jail time. So, if you think that you cannot live without such content, then you are better off not visiting, as things are going to take a seriously bad turn for you. It is also vital to know that importing pork from other nations into the United Arab Emirates is prohibited. Number 9. Never use your left hand when greeting people. Avoid receiving obnoxious looks from locals and avoid using your left hand when being introduced to someone. This rule also applies when opening doors or handing someone anything. You can only sip water with your left hand. Many people scorn this habit because, before the invention of toilet paper and flushing water, left hands were used to clean up. Therefore, it is still regarded as filthy and untidy. Left-handed people should endeavor to practice being ambidextrous at least while in Dubai, if only to show proper respect to locals when greeting or serving them. Number 10. Don't insult the rulers or the religion. Dubai is one of the 7 emirates that make up the United Arab Emirates. Each emirate has a ruler, known as a sheikh, who is revered by the people. When visiting a new place, you are compelled to form opinions. And if you are visiting Dubai for the first time, you may have some opinions about the culture, the royal family, the laws, the politics, the people, and so on. Yes, it's natural, but you shouldn't talk about it in public. Openly mocking, criticizing, or insulting the royal family, politics, culture, laws in public is not permitted in Dubai. Even if you are not aware of it, it is regarded very seriously, and defaulters can face harsh consequences. As for the religion, it should come as a surprise to you, but disrespecting or undermining Islam offends the locals greatly. It is the main religion in the country and is UAE's heart and soul. So, any conduct that offends Islam can result in an enormous punishment and even time in prison. Well, that is all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Do leave us a comment or a like. If you did enjoy the video, consider subscribing. And before you start packing for your trip, consider looking at some of my other videos from other amazing travel destinations. Happy traveling!